everyone. Welcome to a special beauty edition of the 60 and Me Show with Margaret Manning and Ariane Poole. Ariane is a celebrity makeup artist. She has worked with some of the most amazing people in the world, with Catherine Zeta-Jones, Lulu, Cilla Black, Jane Seymour.
Tons and tons of people, tons.
Lots of wonderful ladies.
Yeah.
But you know, Ariane's priority is to just make women look beautiful at any age and to be the best that they can be. And it's not about, anti-aging. It's really about positive aging. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Absolutely.
So, as you can probably see, I'm not completely made up. I don't have lipstick or blush or eye makeup on yet. But we have actually got primer, foundation, concealer. Learn some amazing things, which you can check out on other videos that we have done.
And brows.
And believe me, that's a very interesting process. Yeah. Anyway, but today we're going to talk about color. I mean, I am such a colorful person. I love adding accessories with color. So we're going to talk about blush.
Yeah, and we're going to do blush before eyes because Margaret is passionate about blush and lips. So I've said to her, there is no right and wrong way to do your makeup. You don't have to go eyes, cheeks, lips. So we're going to start with the cheeks for the color thing. So what really we've done is the priming and correcting.
Yes.
So now we're going into the enhancing.
Right. And this is where you can be an individual.
And this is so personal. So some people want to really play up their eyes, other people want to play up their cheeks, their lips. It's up to you. You can do as little or as much as you like. It doesn't matter. But we're talking about blush today.
Well, and like other products that we've looked at, this is an area. There are so many choices. There's cream and there's powders and I think the important thing is just to kind of follow what you like. Follow your instincts with this and don't get overwhelmed with choice.
Absolutely. Do you know what that is? That's the best thing I think you've said regarding that is follow your instinct. I find that whenever I do a makeup lesson for someone, I'll do something and they go, I've always wanted to do that, or I've always thought about that. And it's here, it instinctively.
Yes,
but you kind of question why you should know that and then you dismiss it. So if you're feeling passionate about something, follow your heart, follow your instinct, because chances are, I would say probably 98% of the time, you're going to be right.
And the other thing is that there's so much choice with makeup that you sometimes feel like you might want to follow a trend. So, for example, red lipstick.
Yeah.
People this season is big on red lipstick. And I don't like red lipstick and I don't look good in it, I don't think.
Yeah.
And so I think you should just, again, just follow the things you look great in, and just makeup's fun. I mean, we're more excited.
And the best bit is if you don't like it, you can wash it off.
Absolutely.
It's not like a haircut where you can't glue the bits back on. So,
okay, blush. We have lots of blushes on our table here.
We have lots of blushers. Now, we've got powders. So there's some fabulous powders. I absolutely adore this Christian Dior one. I think this is a
beautiful color.
Let me just take this away so you can maybe see the color a little bit better. So this is such a beautiful color. It's a really warm pink, not a cool pink. So it suits most skin tones. Obviously not Afro-Caribbean, but most skin tones.
And it's powder. It's a powder.
It's a powder. So we're going to go for the powders first. This is a NARS one, which I love NARS. NARS has also is famous for, let me get the little thing out, for its iconic and award-winning, this is a color called Orgasm.
Okay.
It has received literally accolade after accolade because it's a coral, but it's got a pink undertone, so not too much orange in it. So
and the name probably helps a little.
Probably doesn't do it any harm. Then we've got obviously the Bobbi Brown powder ones, which are fantastic.
Yes.
Then we've got these baked ones. So there's lots of different baked products around, which are powders, but they really start their life as a liquid. Then they're baked on a terracotta surface, and they turn into a powder.
And they look a bit iridescent.
Well, there are some that are iridescent, then there are some that are a little bit more matte. So it really depends on your personal preference. I would do the iridescent for the evening because it's sort of got that candlescence feeling, when you're in the evening and the lights are a little bit lower, or even in the summertime when that golden light hits. So I would go for the shimmery ones for the evening, the more, not matte as in flat matte, but not as shimmery for the daytime. I think that works the best,
So Ariane, what's your point of view about iridescence and glitter for women over 60 in general? I mean, because I know eyeshadows and so on are...
Shimmer is fabulous, and people mistake shimmer and glitter for the same thing. Glitter is like big chunks. So I equate glitter to things, if you're looking at fabric, you know what lame fabric looks like?
Very thick and,
that's what glitter and frost look like.
Renaissance kind of costumes.
Whereas if you think of shimmer, it's more like a chiffon-y kind of thing.
Okay,
so it's sheer. Nice. It's great. And a little bit of shimmer looks very pretty and very lifting to the skin. It doesn't look too much matte, can make you look very flat and aging. So it's a gentle balance between the two. Okay. Then we've got the creams. So lots of different creams. This is obviously quite a vibrant cream, so you're not obviously going to go, but there's softer color creams, which are great. There are also gels. Now these are...
I've never seen these before.
Okay, these are gels, and they're quite vibrant. Wow. Look at that. But they go on really soft, so that you can blend them to a really
so you can layer them.
Absolutely. Yeah. And these come in a liquid gel, or you can have a stick gel.
I've seen these ones before. These are quite dark, aren't they?
So they can have that. So depending on your skin tone, these are great in the summertime, I think. Especially if you've got quite a hydrated skin, so it doesn't go patchy on the skin.
Right,
but this is a really nice one for the summer months.
So gel. So what is it? That one's cool. That was a gel. This is a gel.
Yeah, and this is a gel.
This is cool gel.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a liquid gel, and this is a solid gel, but they're both gels. Okay. Right. So, and then like I said, we've got the creams, and don't be afraid of cream formulations. It's not like the olden days, because I remember creams back in the 70s. It was like a grease slick on your face. Not a pleasant feel, not a pleasant look. There was nothing good about it, actually. I can't actually think of a good thing. I'm trying to put my mind, trying to figure something out, but there's nothing. Anyway, so not good.
So we've got powders, creams, gels.
Yeah, and powders.
And mineral.
Yeah, and we've also got mineral powder. So there is also mineral powder ones, which are mineral-based, and they're pressed. There's also loose ones. Like I said, there is a minefield of blush. I would... For ease of use, I would avoid the loose powder ones, because they can be a little bit fiddly.
To manage.
That's all.
And just to say, that we're doing these videos stage by stage, because we felt that it's worth taking the time with these kinds of products to give you the options. And I know it may seem a little bit overwhelming, but you do face this when you go into a shop. You see lots of different brands, lots of different color. So I think it's just important to say that you don't need to get overwhelmed by all of this. You're going to choose what's right for me, and that's what we're going to do next.
Yeah. So on you, because of your skin tone, now I could go for a corally color, but actually you don't have, although it looks like you might have a warm skin tone, you actually don't. You have more of a cool skin tone. Okay. So pinky colors are a better option than like an orangey color. Okay. I think an orangey color would make you look quite sallow. So I'm going for a pinky option. But I'm also going to talk to you about bronzers and things like that. So I'm looking at these kind of where you've got a bronzer and a blush in one. Now, people look at that blush color and think, ooh, it's super dark. Scary. And then this one here, this is great for contouring. So, but let's start off with a cream blush, so we can make it simple. So if you're someone that wants to do a cream blush, I prefer to do a cream blush with either a foundation brush or a flat edge brush, rather than my fingers. The reason why, our hands tend to be warm, and when you spread it with your fingers, it can go blotchy. We don't like blotchy, do we? No.
No, and do you know what happens? Because I use some cream and use your fingers, it ends up with a little dark edge along here that you don't even realize, because you've been pushing it out.
Correct.
So I'm for a brush.
So I'm going to do, all right, so I'm going to use like a sort of a soft rosy tone. So I'm going to get you to smile for me. Okay. Now I'm putting it here on the apples of your cheeks, and I'm blending it backwards. Okay, so I'm just
smiling.
That's I like the smiling. But the reason why I'm doing that, rather than bringing it quite high, most people as they get older need to move their blush down a tiny little bit. The reason for that is there's actually three reasons. One, you want to draw attention to here, because it takes away the focus from underneath here. If you bring the blush up here, the focus, like we were saying, bright colors, bringing the focus up here, you're going to start noticing your fine lines, any dark circles, any things that you don't like, but underneath your eyes, it's going to be like a beacon.
A beacon to,
yeah, it's going to point out. Okay, so you want to avoid that. The other reason is you want to avoid giving this prominence here, because if the blush is too high, it makes this look too heavy and too jowly. Yeah.
So, and I know this is an area that a lot of women, and they're really honestly, despite what the anti-aging people tell you about the creams, there's nothing that's going to stop that. No, it's just life. It's your beautiful face.
You can do some exercises that help tighten, but you cannot, unless you're going to go for, but a cream is not going to go like that.
Magic.
Okay, so this is where you're going to put it. So you're smiling, you're putting it on the apples of your cheek. You can see I'm just kind of blending and building the color on Margaret's face. It looks really pretty. It looks very fresh. It's a blue toned blush, which means it's got a cool undertone, but it doesn't look cold on your face.
Can I look?
Yeah, please do.
I have a mirror here.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Isn't Isn't that a pretty
nice.
color on you?
Yeah, it's very pretty. Is that one of yours?
That's one of my ones. But like I said, there's lots of these creamy blushers around. If you feel them, they've got if you have a little feel, it doesn't feel as like you would think, like a greasy kind of feel.
No, it's actually quite firm.
Dry.
It's firm. Yeah, dry.
So
okay, very good. Actually, it's nice. It's a really and I like you said, I think I tend to put my blusher, like maybe some of you do, up higher.
Most of us do. And when you're younger, if you put your blusher here, which is where most people do it, it looks fabulous because you have got a young face. You don't have anything going on with underneath the eyes. You can get away with it. But as you get older, if you do it, you suddenly see that the face doesn't look lifted or anything. It actually makes you see the things that you're trying to hide.
Yeah.
So,
and also smiles help.
Smiles helping as well. So I'm going to use on this side.
Free smiles.
I'm going to do the powder one. Now I will even you up obviously before we finish, but the reason why I'm doing that is to show you the different ones. So I'm going to mix. This is the Christian Dior one. It's a very pretty
that was a
pinky
nice
one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do the same thing. So I want you to smile again. Okay. It's a similar shade.
Okay.
So you're not going to look uneven. Yeah. So it's a similar kind of color. Let me see it this way. Yeah.
But this is powder.
This is a powder one.
Okay.
And so
powder.
Whatever you feel most comfortable using, but take a look. It's not a million miles away from the creamy one. Do you see what I mean?
Oh, but you can see the beam in the cream.
Beam in the cream. Oh, I love that.
You can. No, you can.
I'm going to remember that one.
See, and I don't know whether that's just my. Maybe it's just my cheekbones.
No, the creams have that slightly glow. So if you find that your skin is looking a bit, a little bit flat, then maybe you might want that kind of sheen, that gleam. I love the gleam in the
beam in the cream.
I love that beam in cream. Loving that.
Okay.
So, but you can see that there's similar kinds of colors.
Very pretty
on
color.
Margaret, if I put a coral color, it would make her really look too sallow. So I wouldn't do that. So if you've got my kind of coloring, I can wear the corally kind of color because the pink is too pink for my ruddy complexion.
Okay, I have a question.
Go on.
I don't know how to think about color that you use on your cheek with the clothing that you wear.
Okay.
Now I personally, just so you can tell me if I'm doing this right, use my eyeshadow and my lipstick tends to go with the clothes that I'm wearing. But what about your cheeks? What colors should you use? Is it okay to mix them?
The cheek color, you should choose whatever color suits your complexion tone. So whatever your complexion, not your clothes.
Okay.
Then you can mix it up. It doesn't matter. Your blush and your lipstick don't need to match, so you don't need you don't need to be doing matchy. But because you want to make sure that your face has this wonderful glow. It's the same when I do people's eyes. I tend to sort of coordinate the eyeshadows, but I don't match identical to the clothing. But it's to bring out. So no matter if say you decided that you didn't want to wear this top and we finished the makeup, you wanted to go put another color on. I wouldn't be going, oh no, it looks awful. Oh, please help me.
If I wore an orange, peachy dress. Yeah. Because we've discussed this, my favorite lipstick color is a peachy pink, and I just want to make sure that it's not going to look kind of strange.
Okay, but I will, when we get to the peachy pink, that I know why you choose that color, and I will explain that color and why it's a peachy pink and why the blush is not a peachy pink.
Perfect.
There's a very good explanation. Okay. Trust me. All right, so let's do a little bit of contouring.
Yes, that's right. So contouring is to do what?
Is to make the cheekbones jump out. So I'm going to use a bronzer. Bronzers I adore. Now there's bronzers with a bit of shimmer, there's bronzers that are matte, there's loads and loads of different types of bronzers. And what you do is, bronzer is not blusher. So let me just grab my big bronzer brush. And I can speak English. Yeah.
And another question, of course, is whether you use it year round. Because I tend to use a bronzer, well, not that I know how to use it, you're going to teach me, but in the summer months. You can use it all year?
Yeah, you can, but generally, actually, you're right. It should be more used in the summer months because in the winter, what people tend to use a bronzer for is to add color to their face. So in the winter month, and it doesn't look right. It makes you look kind of orange kind of color. And if you look outside in the winter months, especially if you're in the northern hemisphere, there's a bluey gray tint to the atmosphere.
Yes.
Okay, no matter, even if it's a sunny day, it's still got a bluey gray tint. In the summer months, it's got a golden warm tint. So in the summer months, bronzer looks great. In the winter months, it may not look as great. So it really is, again, personal preference. So I'm going to use this bronzer here.
But we're looking at bronzer now as a contouring.
Yeah, so I'm going to use a little bit on your forehead because I love it.
Okay.
And I'm also going to use a little bit underneath here. A fabulous place for
now, does this help with the gels?
Yes. This is why I do it. I do it on myself as well.
It's all illusion anyway.
Yeah. And the thing is, I put a little bit on the neck as well. So it's along here and here.
Okay.
And that not using a big brush like this to do the cheek
What
bit.
color? I didn't notice what color
It's
you were using.
it's
just a brown.
Yeah. So now I'm going to twist you like this. So you're going to put the bronzer just here underneath the cheekbone like that. And look at, you take a little peek. It makes it pop. Go.
Ta-da! Oh. It looks like two different sides of my face. I could actually draw a line down the middle.
But isn't that interesting how that just gives that lift?
Yeah, that's
I've
very
only got a
interesting.
tiny bit. So you're doing it just under the cheekbone. Very light. Don't go too heavy. But it doesn't that just...
It's really interesting how a very small amount, and I'm actually not making this up because I'm genuinely looking at a very simple little mirror here, and it really is quite
now,
interesting.
I know
this
that
color of my hair is nice too.
Yeah, and I can also do it on the other
Do you want
side
me to
where we've done the cream. Believe it or not, you can still do a little bit of contouring using the powder.
So you were more hesitant there. So would you say that with cream you need to go a little more easy on the bronzer?
Oops, sorry, not on your hair.
Okay.
No, you can still do the same thing, but what I would have done is probably done the bronzer first and then done the cream after. Yeah,
Okay.
but even looking at that, there is not a huge. Take a look.
Okay.
Take a look. Nick. There's not a huge difference.
I still like the cream really. And again, it's just personal, isn't it? Yeah,
So,
I love it. You know,
the fact that you like the cream, let me just...
pop me. Look. Yeah.
I'll put a little bit of cream. But see, the thing is, what I like is you can layer these kind of colors. So if you want a long-lasting, say you're going to a wedding or a party and you want to really go the distance, I would suggest doing the cream first and then layering it with a matching powder blush.
Okay.
Double whammy will last. You don't even have to think about your blusher to ever touch it up again. And then if you were so inclined, we could also take a little bit of a highlighter. I'm sort of stepping away here for a second.
Okay.
So a little bit of highlighter and just pop that on the outer bit of your cheekbone there to lift it as well. So I've gone a little bit, this is more than we would normally do, but it's kind of fun. And that's it.
I mean, if you're watching this video, you're probably into makeup. And if you've lasted through this month of blusher, you probably are enjoying makeup. So I hope that you found some great ideas here for blusher. I'm hooked on the cream.
Good.
You may love the powder, but I think blusher just is such a way to enliven your face. I'm starting to feel more sort of alive. So thank you so much for transforming me. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned some facts about blushers. And I look forward to seeing you again. Take good care.